Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got a brand new EZA in game right here. This is base form Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, this guy back when he originally came out did not get very much of a chance to be I think a very usable character. We'll see how he's going to look right now. I think that he could potentially be okay. Now understand what I'm saying. Like okay-ish, okay? Like he looks like he would be kind of like a, essentially like a decent banner unit. But we'll test it out. In terms of build, you guys shocked, surprised? I mean, this is the build we go with, right? If we just take a quick glance at the boy's kit, he is a Rainbow Orb Changer. He's got some damage reductions from abilities. To me, this just looks like a pure, obvious full dodge build. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just start out in like the Goku Black and Zamasu fight or something. I don't know. In terms of the teams we could run him on, now, I mean, this is certainly a bit of an issue for this kid. We only have Movie Boss, Pure Saiyan, Gifted Warrior, and Super Boss. So we could either take our asses to Super Bosses or take our asses to Movie Bosses, basically. So let's do that. Alright guys, so we started out here in Hell. Alright, let's see. Okay, I mean, this is not so bad. Broly should be able to link up at least decently with Path to Power Kid Goku. And, well, no, it's actually more so with Golden Frieza. So Broly's link set here, we have Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, the Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Shocking Speed. That was a Phantom Input, I promise on everything. Yeah, so Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. It's a pretty good link set. I mean, we would want to put them next to other, like, Broly-type characters. Unfortunately, the Super Saiyan versions of Broly aren't, well, at least Dragon Ball Super Broly, aren't really so hot right now. Okay. I'm gonna do this. So here's Broly. This is one of the few Brolys, by the way, in Dokkan that does not have a battle motion. Although I imagine just regular base form Broly, like this guy would have like a Pycon or a Perfect Cell, a Mercenary Tau level battle motion, right? Now, basically the big thing we're looking to do here is at least be able to hit 8 orbs. So we'll just hit that right there. So now we're going to have Broly, we're going to have everything activated for Broly. We got all this up. The only thing is, we just have to be attacking an enemy who's got less HP like that. This, if we could ever do this, like in this fight specifically, this could be huge. If we deliver that final blow, that actually could be huge. We could hit that right there. That's 3 rainbows. Okay, so Path to Power Kid Goku will be looking okay. Alright, chat, let's see how this turn's gonna go. Oh, it's my Golden Frieza. Perfect. It's my Golden Frieza has dodge, right? Remember. I've actually got a Golden Frieza that's built smartly, so a lot of Golden Friezas right now are kind of like built around the Golden Frieza at like turn doing a lot of damage, but I don't think that's the best way to utilize the character to win. Not at all. Right, like this guy, it's I haven't really had supreme issues with Golden Frieza, but yeah, I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. Okay. Best case scenario, Goku Black will try and Super Broly, actually. That would be good. Alright, so let's see what Broly's going to hit right here. We got plenty of orbs. Yep, good dodge right there. That saves us HP. That said 16? 16 million. Alright, guaranteed additional super. We're up to 20 million. Huh. I said 16? I mean, he does Rainbow Orb change. Okay, check this out. So, Broly, like, the damage a little low for him. Because remember, like, we've got no crit. He is super effective against all types, sure. But, I mean, until very specific situations start happening, where who we're attacking is below 80% and below 50% HP, I mean, he'll start to look a lot better, because he's going to get a lot of extra stats. He's going to get crit chance. He's going to get another additional super. That wasn't really too promising of a turn, though, kids. Oh, good dodge. Nice. We dodged both super attacks. Huge. Huge, chat. Huge. Alright, so the gods are going to get locked off. And that's probably GG. Great. Awesome. That's probably GG. Alright, so I can't put Wrath BROLY in slot 1 then. We gotta hope that shit goes our way. Yeah, this is bad, chat. I did not want the gods in front of Goku Black's super attack, potentially. Okay. Okay. Golden Frieza could still take it. Next turn, though, Golden Frieza is going to be less effective damage-wise. Yeah, this base Broly, he doesn't seem all the way there. I think we could keep everything about him exactly the same. But then if we also attached 2-turn support, like maybe if he 2-turn supported movie bosses and super bosses, I think we'd be in business, right? That's my thoughts on that. Okay, we're okay, because the gods are not going to get supered by Rose. So that's good. Yeah, that's huge for us. I actually could have rocked Wrath BROLY in slot 1. We'd have been okay. Sucks. He would have actually gotten really good build-up, but... Alright. Alright, gods will do their thing. Alright, after next turn, we'll see, chat, what's gonna happen. We will see. Okay. Alright, you guys know how the gods get down. Now, Zamasu is still super attacking, right? So, let's be aware of that. Okay. That's good. That's good tanking. You guys think that's good tanking from a normal by the gods? Okay. Well, tremendous amount of counterplay available to us there. We'll go back in for another turn on Broly. Alright, guys, I'll tell y'all. Whew. Maybe I might be waiting for this celebration to end, because every single one of these showcases, bruh, it's like, I mean, that might have been 2 seconds for y'all in between cuts, but, I mean, it's just like, you know, Broly slot 7, we lose. Broly slot 7, we lose, like, every single time. Alright. So... I really am not interested in using Golden Frieza's active right here, so I'm not gonna. But we do need to... Yeah, I see it right there. Perfect. Plenty of orbs for Broly. Alright, chat. How weak is Broly gonna be to this AoE? How weak? Because he gets all of his damage reduction when attacking, yeah. When attacking with 12 key, Broly gets 40% damage reduction. When attacking with 2 or more key spheres, he gets 20% damage reduction. So, Broly is very susceptible to locking and AoEs. Now, I'm not, you know, the most upset that potentially a banner unit could be roughed up by those, but, like, damn, dude. I'm just looking at this guy, and I really wish he was giving us HP. That's what, like, I really... no, excuse me. 2-turn support. Why'd I say HP? I guess because I'm looking at his kit where enemies seem to be below HP. But, I really wish that Broly was giving, like, 2-turn support. 700k. Alright. To 10th anniversary content stages we go. Alright, guys. So we saw at about the level... I mean, here's the thing. We saw Broly die to an AoE. We could go to potentially other, like, GDC-type fights, but All of them, quite honestly, are quite brutal with the Movie Hero Movie Bosses team or Exploding Rage team, although Broly's not on it, right? Like, it's just, it's dark. It's dark. This celebration is dark. Like, I feel more confident, not necessarily in this iteration if we were in GDC content, but I probably would feel more confident in Super Bosses than I would in Movie Hero / Movie Bosses team. Because, like, Rose, at least we'd have 2 Roses, right? Like, we're not taking away from that. Alright, I'm gonna get Wrath Broly on this same rotation with him. Luckily, this Vegeta, you know, the Rainbow Showcases, a lot of times, what I'm really looking to do, it's, you know, showing what the characters can do is kind of the point, right? Not necessarily like, oh my god, we have to, you know, like, win Festival, we have to beat Goku Black and Zamasu, we have to beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we have to beat the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Like, it's not necessarily, like, doing all that. It's more so, like, let's, you know, actually, like, see what the character can do. So far, Broly has not really impressed me too much, I'd have to say. Not really. Because his damage numbers are low. I do like Rainbow Orb changing, but, I mean, chat. We know how it goes. Okay. Alright, Rose will build up his damage. Yeah, here we're at 16 million. He does have a guaranteed additional super, but it's like, bro, like, that's it. And that little symbol that pops up, that's him disabling guard, an ability I've found to be almost entirely worthless. Yeah, nothing. Hidden potential system, additional normal. Alright, chat, we'll come back. One thing to add here quickly, his super attack effect is fine. 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. If they wanted to help this boy out, you know what they could have did? They could have just turned this into, like, a stack, and we would have been in business, potentially. Well, alright, we'll come back next turn. Alright, guys, coming back for another rotation right here. We could go ahead and transform with Jiren. Potentially try and set Broly up with a little bit more orbs. If we change the physical orb, that'd be great. No, but I guess we do have STR orbs right here. 6. 6 is the number that Broly needs anyway, right? Yeah, it's really not too bad considering he does Rainbow Orb change. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I picked one of these fights where we're against one enemy with a big health bar because we want to be watching this as, you know, we knock the boss below the HP thresholds. You know, we're going to start to be able to do a lot more. At some point, I guess we do need to show this as well. We could easily, I can go to the STR Goku Black Dokkan event for that one easily, though. Perfect, okay. Alright, yeah, so let's just finish this fight here. And kind of like watch how Broly's damage kind of operates here. Alright, so on this rotation, remember we do have Jiren 2-turn support. I mean, really, starting next turn, we do have both of the LR Goku Blacks. You know, remember we could swap them. What? Oh. Okay, chat. We'll... Okay, chat. Alright, guys. We're making our way back. Let's continue building up. I think Wrath Broly should be fine here. Should he? Maybe... Let's... Just to make sure Wrath Broly's gonna be okay. I'm gonna pop his active. You know, just to give us a little bit more extra defense. We'll be able to kind of like full heal our HP back up as well, which will be good. And then next turn, okay, so we're continuing on. Vegeta is below 80% HP now. Yep, perfect. We got 10 orbs right there, although we only need 6. So again, remember, Vegeta is now definitely below 80% HP. So now Broly's going to get an extra 50% attack and defense, and then also a high chance to crit right there, which will be pretty good. And next to Wrath Broly, we're going to have a lot of these links activated as well. Now, we did see, you know, Base Broly, Dragon Ball Super Base Broly. We did see him get absolutely slimed by the AoE. But, I mean, after he attacks, his defenses should be effective enough, right? After he attacks, though, for sure. So, alright. So, Wrath Broly, he's basically fully built up now. Next turn, we'll double active with Rose, the 2 Roses. which is going to give us massive, massive stats going on for BROLY, right? So this turn, we're going to get some good stuff. And then next turn, turn 8, we're going to see BROLY probably hit a much higher number. Because on top of the stats that we get when, you know, the enemy's below 80%, there's even more stats when the enemy is below 50%, right? I don't really hate the way BROLY's designed. Again, I just wish he had 2-turn support. I mean, if we just threw 2-turn support on him, I feel like it would just give me more incentive to run him. I can always kind of like find a reason to run characters who have support. I mean, I'll take BROLY having his Rainbow Orb changing, for sure. I mean, it's another, like, Super Boss's character that Orb changes. Wow, good turn by Wrath BROLY here, Tim. You know, another Super Boss's character that Orb changes, which obviously could be good for, like, BROLY Giant Limo, for sure, right? But, alright, so he's up to, oh, okay, up to 29 million right here, nice. I actually got to be a little bit careful because I don't want to kill Vegeta on this next turn. Now he jumps up to 31 million. Perfect. Hidden Potential System, we get it. And it's a triple super, 34 million. Okay. Oh! No, Vegeta had fallen below 50% HP. 4th attack. Yeah, Vegeta was below 50%. So BROLY's stats jumped up a little bit more. Alright, let's do one more turn. Next turn, I'm going to have both STR Goku Blacks drop their active skill, which is going to give us a sizable buff. And we'll see how things are going to look, you know, once we got that big buff up. This is good that AGL Rose is doing a 4 million attack stat. That's really, really good. Yeah, because I do not want Vegeta to die, right? So here's what we're going to do. I could actually make sure to do this where we don't have any links up at all for them. That's perfect. So remember, this is going to buff Super Boss's characters right here. Yep. And we're doing this with no links. So we're not doing, you know, over 100 million damage or whatever. Yep, let's trap the other one again. No links up. Perfect. There we go. So next turn, BROLY is going to be a Cookosaurus Rex. All right, we'll come back next turn, chat, for the big guns for BROLY. All right, chat, coming back in. We actually did way more damage last turn than I would have liked to, so I'm going to have to run Jiren in a standby in slot 1 right here, unfortunately. But it's fine, because we're still going to see BROLY with the massive Goku Black, you know, support buff. We still have him with most of his links up next to Wrath BROLY, so we are going to be looking good right here. You guys saw, even with, like, the Roses and Fusion Zamasu, like, once those active skill buffs up, they just do so much damage, right? Like, the Goku Black and Zamasu active skill for super bosses is so massive. All right, so here's BROLY, 30 right here. And then remember, he can do 4 of these, chat. So, okay, so that whole last turn, I think all of those attacks we did were with Vegeta below 50%. Because remember, this is with the big buff, right? Like, from both Goku Black active skills right here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got a 50% chance to crit. We didn't get the Hidden Potential System additional. I'm not sure, Chad. I don't think I'm really too high on this guy. This DBS BROLY. I think they really should have given him some support abilities. Like 2-turn support abilities, I think would have massively buffed him. Alright, guys. Last thing I want to do right here. So notice our HP. BROLY does have this ability. It's probably not the most practical ever, but maybe some type of content will show up where it'll be good. Remember, there is the planetary event that's getting a new stage every single day. Maybe this would last so long. Which one is it? Does it have a... I would like to just quickly pull it up, and of course I can't quickly pull it up. Yeah, right here. Maybe towards the end, because, I mean, it's Survive on the Harsh Planet. Maybe it's like 50 waves in, like, stage 14, and, like, BROLY killing an enemy and fully recovering HP could be, like, huge. Maybe. We've seen that before, where they've given a character kind of like a odd ability, although this BROLY did have something like that pre his EZA, but, you know, they've given characters abilities like that. The one I'm directly referring to, by the way, is the Turles movie, Spirit Bomb Goku, who was quite bad, but he was ridiculous for that one challenge event, right? The Cyberman challenge event AoE thing. So, I could, this Broly might be it. So watch, we were at 55% HP, Broly delivers the finishing blow, and then wabam, now we're healed back up to full by Broly. So, there we go. There is Broly's entire kit. Alright guys, so there was the base form EZA Dragon Ball Super Broly. I mean, they definitely could have given this boy a lot more. He's not, like, complete dog shit, but they could have made him certainly a little bit better. This is Power Developed for Survival Broly. Here's his sticker. I don't really give stickers out too much. We'll save it for a different character. Leader skills, Movie Boss, Category Key 3 and 150% of stats. Passive skill, Fight to Survive. He gets 1 key, 260% attack and defense at the start of turn. He becomes super effective against all types, and then he will randomly create rainbow key spheres. When attacking with 12 key, he gets 160% attack and defense and 40% damage reduction. This damage reduction could have been baseline for me. Like, I feel like they could have just given him that, and then he would have had this extra here when attacking with 2 key spheres. 100% defense, 20% damage reduction, disable enemy guard. But, like, all of it being when attacking does really leave him very susceptible to AoEs and locking, right? Then when attacking with 6 or more key spheres, Broly gets 100% attack and a guaranteed additional super. If the enemy's HP is 80% or less when Broly is attacking, you get 50% attack and defense and a 50% chance to crit. If the enemy's HP is 50% or less when attacking, Broly gets 50% attack and defense and a guaranteed additional super. And then after delivering the final blow, Broly will fully recover HP at the end of the turn. Broly's super attack is the Gigantic Strike, just like all the gigantic content we've been getting. He gets 50% attack and defense run turn and does supreme damage to the enemy. 12 key multiplier, 145%. It's actually slightly high. Usually it's 140% for banner units, but remember, Broly, this is a 7th anniversary character. Like, this is a straight-up anniversary character. He wasn't very good during the anniversary, but then again, pretty much no characters were good during, like, people talk about the 7th anniversary like it's the pinnacle of Dokkan, but, like, with the way the community talks now, people would fucking hate the 7th anniversary, dude. There was no character, like, the best characters in the game were fodder. Like, the LR Gods and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta died constantly. Like, people would hate the 7th anniversary if it dropped today, man. They would hate it. So Broly's link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, the Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So there is that, and here's his best linking partners. Wrath Broly is pretty good, but, you know, for GDC content, he could definitely struggle hard. Scouter, Vegeta. The problem is, like, you know, this guy's great for Festival, this guy's great for Festival, this guy's pretty good for Festival, this guy's pretty good for Festival, and, like, they're not really the greatest GDC characters, right? Like, Tech Carnival Broly, he's okay, but, I mean, he could get cooked up. Then there's this Vegeta. I mean, if we are running the Movie Boss / Movie Hero team, that'll work. Last thing we need to take a look at with our boy Broly is his categories. Now, he does not have very many here. We do have the Movie Bosses team. Always good to get more options for this. Movie Bosses and Movie Heroes right now are pretty rough, but, you know, nice to get some more options. Broly, of course, is a pure Saiyan character, but he's not really going to be upgrading our pure Saiyan rosters. Broly is also on the Gifted Warrior category team. Probably not going to be the biggest difference for this either. This is maybe the strongest category in the game, since every single tag character is on it. And then finally, Broly is on the Super Bosses team. Maybe we could get a bit of value from him on Super Bosses. They really did try with Super Bosses, man. They added so many characters this year, right? So let me know what you guys think of the base form Dragon Ball Super Broly. Thanks guys for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.